Wow, you look fabulous. You're all dressed up and nowhere to go. What? Jon Snow's having a party here yet tonight? No, well, if he is, God, I'm getting out of my sweats right now. Hello, how are you? Nice to see you all here again. I haven't posted a video this week, so I thought I'd better do it before the weekend. And this is a little different video because I've got a challenge I'm going to throw out to you all. I was visiting on Zoom with my creative writing students this morning, and it made me think of a project or a little creative writing project that I did in my class, and I thought I might throw it out to all of you. And then I'll give you an email at the end of this video and send me what you come up with, and maybe next week I'll read some of them. It's based on William Carlos Williams' poem, and some of you may know him as a poet, American poet, a modernist, was friends with, Ezra Pound and all of those folks that were writing in the 40s and 50s, and I think he died in the early 60s, Williams did. Anyway, I use this poem in my creative writing class as a way to sort of get us thinking concisely about language and image. And I asked my students to scaffold on the poem, and it's not cheating to do this. You take the structure of the poem, and then you put your own words in it, and you follow the same form of the poem to build your own piece. So let me read you the poem by William Carlos Williams that I'd like you to think about and play with, and then I've got some samples that my students did that I thought I'd share with you, and see what you come up with. Stretch your imagination and your words a little bit this weekend. All right, so here we go. So this is William Carlos Williams. This is just to say. This is just to say I have eaten the plums that were in the icebox, and which you were probably saving for breakfast. Forgive me. They were delicious, so sweet and so cold. Perfect, huh? Now, there's a lot of critics and scholars who will say that it's not that simple of a poem, that really it's about early death, premature death, the idea that the plums, it's an apology for that. The plums are no longer there. They've sort of come to their end before they're supposed to. But you know what? Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. So here it is again. This is just to say I have eaten the plums that were in the icebox, and which you were probably saving for breakfast. Forgive me. They were delicious, so sweet and so cold. So what could you do with that poem? So here's a student of mine, Lauren. Lauren Tatum wrote this one. Lauren said, "This is just to say I have stolen the words that you spoke last night, and which you were probably meaning so truthfully. Forgive me, they were hilarious, so contradictory, and so mad." This one's from Kim Otzelberger. "This is just to say I have explored the basement that was in your old home, in which you warned me to avoid for days. Forgive me, I could not unhear the whispers rising from the dark." Ooh, pretty good. These are all great. Another student of mine, Glory V. Rivera. This is what she wrote. "This is just to say I have slept through the nightmare of reality, and which I am stuck in, like my feet in concrete. Forgive me. I want to leave. I want to awaken. Yeah, I want to get outside the house for longer than 20-minute walks." But anyway, so that's a good one. And then Sophia, this is one of hers. "This is just to say I have sold the dresses that were in the basement, and which you were probably keeping for recycling. Forgive me. They were stylish, so fancy, and so colorful." So, you get my point, I think. So take this William Carlos Williams poem, This is Just to Say. It is widely available online. You can just, Google it, and you'll get any number of of copies of it that'll come up, and then use it as a scaffold, and build your own poem, and tell me something fun and insightful and pithy and prosaic and charming, whatever. Send them to me at cbarrowman@gmail.com. I know, right? Look, I cannot do an @ sign. So at. Of course, don't, yeah, well, you get it. They know that. So cbarrowman@gmail.com. Send me your scaffolds on William Carlos Williams' poem. Let's have a little fun. Let's play with poetry a little bit while we're in quarantine. Be safe, be well. Don't pick your nose. Enjoy the weekend. Cheers.